Welcome to a new show for this season. You guys all know about keeping up with the Kardashians, keeping up with the Joneses. None of that BS, bro. This season, I'm introducing a new show, and that is Keeping Up with Real Madrid, where I'm going to be telling you the latest news, the latest updates, the latest rumours, the latest facts, anything that you didn't know, anything that you missed. It's all going to be covered in this video and this show every single week, every single month, and every single season in this season. Damn! Before I go any further, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment anything that I might have missed that you might have told us about, and whether you agree or disagree with what I said. Real Madrid, of course, beat Atalanta 2-0 2 days ago, but there's been some interesting facts that you may have forgotten or may have missed or may have gone under the radar since the final. The first one being is now Luka Modric is now officially the most decorated Real Madrid player in the history of this club. That title belonged to Marcelo, that title then belonged to Nacho, and now it belongs to Luka Modric, which I feel like it's nice, it's fitting, because we all know, anyone that knows Real Madrid, anyone that has understood Real Madrid, anyone that's watched Real Madrid the past 15 years would honestly know that Luka Modric is the greatest Real Madrid midfielder of all time. A couple of years ago, that was a hot take. Now it's common knowledge. If you disagree with that take, then the problem is not me. The problem is you, bro. Just get over the time. Zizou is great. Zizou is the greatest. Outside of Real Madrid, Zizou is the GOAT. In terms of Real Madrid and strictly Real Madrid, Lukita is the greatest midfielder and not a single person touches him. Not a single person even comes close to him. Maybe Toni Kroos. Yeah, maybe Toni Kroos, but no one else. On top of that, Dani Carvajal has achieved something which no player in the history of this game has ever done, which is, to be fair, insane. That's an insane fact, which I've just learned about today. Dani Carvajal has won 4 trophies, but not just any 4 trophies. Dani Carvajal has won, of course, the Champions League, La Liga, the Euros, and of course, the Super Cup. But he's done it in a way which no other player has ever done it. Dani Carvajal has won a trophy in May. Dani Carvajal has won a trophy in June. Dani Carvajal has won a trophy in July. And Dani Carvajal has won a trophy in August. Dani Carvajal has picked up 4 trophies, 4 medals in 4 consecutive months, which is insane. And this player, apparently, if you say that he should be in the contention of Ballon d'Or, people go crazy. Also, after the final, Jude Bellingham has achieved something which no player has done in the history of Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham has played 3 finals with Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham is now the first player in the history of Real Madrid to have assisted in 3 of those finals, 3 different finals, on top of winning 3 finals. And those 3 finals is the Spanish Super Cup, which took place in January, where he assisted Vinicius' goal, his first goal against Barcelona. The second was the Champions League final against Dortmund, where he assisted to Vinicius Jr. And of course, the third assist was a couple of days ago to Mbappe against Atalanta, which is now 3 finals, 3 assists, 3 trophies for Mr. Jude Bellingham, who's now put himself in the history books. And bro, looking at the way he's moving and that man of the match performance that he played, all the chit-chat, where are you guys now? Where are you guys now? I don't see you. Everyone that's been hating on Jude Bellingham last season, I didn't see them. And you know what's funny as well? The new fans, the new bandwagons, the new casuals who's been claiming, oh, this is the best performance Jude Bellingham has ever dropped. You know what's crazy? You know what's mad? A couple of days ago, what Jude did against Atalanta, for me, yeah, this is not even his 5th, 6th, 7th best performance that he's done at Real Madrid. Bro, us Madrid fans, we've witnessed that last season. This is nothing new. What Jude did against Atalanta, it was good. But I'm used to it last season. He did it more than once last season, more than twice, more than 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, and more and more and more, bro. If you just looked at Jude against Atalanta and thought, oh my God, what am I seeing? Then clearly you didn't watch him last season. Clearly. And the last interesting fact after the last game is that Carlo Ancelotti is now 1 trophy away from becoming the most decorated manager of Real Madrid history. He's now tied. And trust me, this season, he's not going to win 1 more, 2 more, 3 more, 4 more, 5 more. 6 more. Moving on to some interesting transfers, and that is Mario Martin has been loaned to Real Valladolid for 1 year, which I don't personally understand completely. I don't get it at all. Real Madrid have just lost Camavinga for 6 weeks. Real Madrid has only got one natural defensive midfielder in Tchouaméni. Real Madrid is about to compete in all different tournaments in all different games. So loaning out someone in Mario Martin, who we've seen in the preseason playing every single minute, impressing, doing well, defensively very good. Very good 6 to have, very good useful squad player to have. Why would you loan them out in a situation where Camavinga has just been injured for 6 weeks? It doesn't make any sense for Real Madrid, and I feel like they rushed the decision without having a thought process behind it. There should have been a plan. Maybe loan them out in January. Maybe when Camavinga comes back and maybe Mario Martin doesn't play from there, then yeah, you know what, loan them out for development, for progression. But when Camavinga is injured and you only got one defensive midfielder, natural defensive midfielder, in Tchouaméni, Mario Martin would have been very useful to maybe come off the bench every now and then. Maybe starting over Tchouaméni just to give him some rest. Now, if Tchouaméni doesn't start, or if Tchouaméni needs rest, for argument's sake, let's say Tchouaméni gets injured. Who are you replacing him with? Who, Tobias? Lukita at 39? Fede? Come on, bro. That, Real Madrid, I disagree completely. Completely. Mario Martin departs. Jacobo Ramon has now officially been registered as a Real Madrid player, part of the first team for this season. The plan was for it to be Juan Martinez, but after the ACL injury, which to be fair is so unfortunate for Juan Martinez, that we had high hopes. I honestly, from what I watched from him in the preseason, incredible. As a 16-year-old to showcase the leadership, the ball playing defensively, I had so high hopes for him. I actually thought that he could start every now and then and maybe be integrated into the first team. But of course, the ACL injury, which means he'll be out to pretty much Jan, February. Now, Ramon has now officially been part of the first team, which I completely understand. This, of course, leaves us with Militao, Rudiger, Vallejo, which is some question marks about that, Alaba, who's not healthy till November, and now, of course, Ramon becomes now the 4th available centre-back for Real Madrid in the next 6 months. On top of that, UEFA just announced the top 20 rankings of clubs yesterday, and Real Madrid did not finish first, which I don't understand. They finished second. Manchester City finished first. Can someone just explain a reason behind it? Because if we go through financials, then Real Madrid has got profit loss much higher. If we go through trophies, which is what the main criteria is, by the way, if you go through UEFA's criteria and rankings, then the main criteria is trophies. And if we look at last season, Manchester City won 1 trophy, the Premier League. Real Madrid won La Liga. Real Madrid won the Champions League. And Real Madrid won the Super Cup. Then how does Real Madrid finish second and City first? Anyone? Can anyone give me a reason? No one? Anyone? 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 But of course, City topped that specific ranking. The other ranking is the Ballon d'Or ranking, and Vinicius is of course topping that by far with over 50% chance of winning the Ballon d'Or of this season, which to be fair is not a surprise. Anyone shouldn't be surprised by this because, funnily enough, this game yesterday that took place against Atlanta had no bearing impact of what happened because if you guys remember, the Ballon d'Or has changed the criteria. It's not a seasonal. It's not a yearly ranking, a yearly criteria. It's a seasonal ranking, which means the last game that had any sort of impact, any sort of influence, if you wanted to bear it in mind for the Ballon d'Or, was the Champions League final. The Euros had no significant impact at all. You know why I'm upset with this is that Rodri is second. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand why Jude is not second. Can someone just give me a reason why Jude is not second? That's the part I don't understand. Forget Vinny. Vinny is number 1. Vinny is undisputed. Vinny's got it. Can someone just tell me why Rodri is second? Because if we look at Manchester City performances last season, who won the Premier League, then Phil Foden was City's best player. It wasn't Rodri, it was Phil Foden. Rodri wasn't even part of PFA's nominees to win the best player of the league. Rodri didn't win the Champions League. You know what? Forget City. Let's just go to Spain because Rodri won the Euros. Was Rodri Spain's best performer? No. Was Rodri Spain's second best performer? Nope. Was Rodri Spain's third best performer? I don't think so. Was Rodri Spain's fourth best performer? That's debatable. Was Rodri even Spain's fifth best performer? You tell me. The fact that he won the best player of the Euros. You know how people call Jude a PR merchant? That award, that decision to make him the best player of the Euros, that's the biggest PR award I've ever seen in my life. And the funny thing about it, I'm not even going to open the fact why I think Jude should be higher, because everyone knows I'm not even going to waste my breath, because that should be common knowledge. But you know what makes it funny? You know what? I'm baffled with why Rodri is second. Rodri 2 years ago had a much better case compared to last season. Rodri 2 years ago won a treble. He scored in 2 cup finals. He was City's best player, most important player. He even won a national award, which is the Nations League. But they never even considered him. They never gave him this PR thing. They never even had him top 5, top 10. Why? Because back then he was competing with Leo Messi. Leo Messi's not competing now. So they're trying to give anyone the award. Why? Because Real Madrid players are competing for it. And they would hate for a Real Madrid player to win it. I'm just saying what people are saying. And the last thing that I'm going to mention is a video that I found, which is very, very interesting, which I got a bit emotional. You know why I'm in love with this, yeah? You're looking at Real Madrid greatest midfielder, the number 10. And you're looking at the successor for Luka Modric. The heir of Luka Modric. The person who's going to take over Luka Modric. Luka Modric staying 1 more year at Real Madrid is the best thing, the greatest thing that's ever happened to Arda Guler, his development and his progression, and the fact that he's going to be taught, he's going to be nurtured, he's going to be mentored by Lukita. It's amazing. It's amazing because Luka Modric is going to give him all the gems, all the knowledge, the understanding, the IQ. And Arda Guler is going to take every single one of them, because Arda Guler is one of those players that love to learn. You can see it. He's not a stubborn person. He's not one of those arrogant, like, I know what I'm doing, just leave me alone. No. He wants all the wisdom, all the knowledge, bro. And bro, you're getting taught and you're getting mentored by one of the greatest midfielders of all time. Bro, his ceiling is, I can't even see the ceiling, because that's how far he's going to reach. But guys, this has been the end of Keeping Up with Real Madrid. If you guys have enjoyed the show, and if you guys want me to do more of them, put it down in the comments. Because if I didn't see any sort of positive reaction or feedback, then I'm not going to bother doing it. It's just a little experiment I'm doing. Because again, I'm trying to be consistent this season. And I'm trying to give you guys more content. Maybe keep you guys updated with Real Madrid. I want this channel to be the main hub of Real Madrid, the main hub of La Liga, and this is what I'm trying to do. But if you guys enjoy it, just put it down in the comments, show some love, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Peace!